Hello.
Hello.
Now.
Now.
Hello.
Hello.
Let us see the next
Let us see
statement.
the next statement.
That is the do while loop in C.
That is the do while C.
Can you hear me all?
Can you hear me all?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Okay.
Let us see
Let us see
the next. That is the do while loop in C.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
सर आवाज डबल येतोय.
Something is going to happen here. आता
येस.
आता येतोय का सिंगल?
हो सर येतोय.
Okay. Just wait.
आता येतोय ना आवाज?
हो.
Okay. Now let us see the do while loop again. Yes, mute yourself. Now do while loop is exactly very similar to the normal while loop, but it is different about the statement, which is exactly the expression. That is the expression in the sense, the particularly the condition. So the condition will be tested at the last because it is an exit control loop. Now this is the exit control loop. As in the do while loop, the body of the loop will be executed at least once. This is very important statement. This is very important statement. In the do while loop, the body of the loop will be executed at least once. At least once in the sense, see here at the right hand side, there is a syntax which is written. There is a do statement. Do is a keyword. Do is a keyword, and this statements written inside this curly bracket will be executed. Will be executed, and the body of the loop directly executed without getting any condition, without getting any condition. So the body of the loop will be executed at least once. After that execution of at least once, there will be a while statement and there will be a condition. Now after the body is executed, then it checks the condition. This will be checked the condition after the body of the loop executed. If this condition is true, if this condition is get true, and then it will be again execute the body of the loop. Body of the loop again executed. Otherwise, the control is transferred out of the loop. Okay. Now, the similar to the while loop, once the control goes out of the loop, the statements which are immediately after the loop is executed. What is the critical difference between while and do while is that the while loop is written at the beginning. So that is, the condition will be written at the beginning, but in the do while loop, the while condition is written at the end. So in the while, we are writing condition at the beginning, and in do while loop, we are writing the condition at the end or at the last, and it will terminate with a semicolon. So this will be ended with the semicolon. But in while loop, we have not terminated the condition with semicolon. So any condition will be tested, but this particularly condition will be tested at the last. And if there will be a condition at the last, there will be a semicolon. So this will semicolon is executed. Okay. So this is happening with the do while. So this is the actually do while loop is a particularly an exit control loop. Okay. So what is the difference, exact difference between while and do while? Just you can consider one example in your day-to-day life. As you are going for the cinema, what will happen in the cinema hall? How you are going to enter in the cinema hall? You are entering in the cinema hall by giving some money, that is, you are getting ticket. First you have to get the ticket. This ticket will be checked at the entry, and then you will get entered in the that cinema hall. Now you will sit on this seat and you are watching the cinema. Every seat will be get tested, every ticket will be get tested. So that will be happened with the our first loop, that is a while loop, where the condition will be tested first. Now in another way, you can just say, after getting the ticket, if you are having the ticket, you will watch the cinema in cinema hall, and you will directly come out in the exit. There is a exit door in the cinema hall, and you will come out of that particular cinema hall after watching the cinema. What will happen when the ticket will be checked at the exit door? What will happen? The do while loop will be executed, right? So at the last, the condition will be tested, your ticket will be checked. So what is the example of this do while? Let us see. You consider the railway station. You consider the railway station where particularly you are getting the ticket. So you are purchasing the ticket for traveling in the local or train. What will happen? You are just entering in the train, you are traveling from the train, and what will happen after dropping of that particular on the some station? At the exit door, there will be a ticket checker, and he will inspect you. He will ask you whether you have a ticket or not. So that is called as a do while loop. So these two different examples, that is the cinema hall, you are entering by getting ticket, and in the railway station, when you are exiting from the door, exiting at the last, after traveling from the railway, at the time of exit, the ticket checker will check you. The ticket checker will check your ticket or not. If you don't have any ticket, again what he will do? He will give some fine. He will give some fine. Then and then you will exit. Otherwise, what will happen? you will get present. You will get present. And if you are not asking for the, sorry for that, they will get prison. The court will prison you. So that will be happening. That will be conditions that is executed the condition at the first, and in the do while loop the condition will be tested at the end. So this is the happening with the both of these loops. Let us see the example of do while loop. See here, this is the example. You can say here include stdio.h and conio.h. The preprocessors are given, and these two header files, that is stdio.h and conio.h, which are including for standard input output and console input output.h file, that is a header file. The main statement, the main function is here. You just enter in the main function with the brass. There is a statement num. Num is equal to 1. Here you can say num is equal to 1. What is this? Initialization of the variable. The next statement is a do. The keyword do is given here. Integer is also keyword int. The do while loop started here. Let us see. What is that? In brass, what is there? Printf %d \n comma 2 into num. 2 into num, what is that? What is the value of num? Is equal to 2 or 1 into 2. What is the value of new value of num? Will be 2. Now num is equal to plus, that is the incrementing the operation. What is the incrementing of the operation? Num will be now 2. So num is less than 10. Yes, num is less than 10. Then it will come towards the again the do while loop. Again the loop will be executed. Printf, what is the value of num now? 2. 2 into 2, 4. So now 4 is written here. See here, 2, after that 4 is written. Then num is incremented. This is 4. This is 4. 4 is less than 10, less than or equal to 10. Yes, it will come towards the do. Again 6 and so on. See here, up to the 20 it will be executed. See here, the happening of our program is written here. First we have initialized the variable num with the value 1, and it will be written in the do while. Okay. In a loop, we have print the function that will print the series of multiplying the num with 2. After each increment, the value of num will be increased by 1, and it will be printed on the screen. Initially, the value of num is 1, and in the body of the loop, the print function will execute in this way 2 into num, where num is equal to 1, 2 into 1 is equal to 2, hence the value 2 will be printed. This will go until the value of num becomes 10. After the loop will be terminated, and a statement which is immediately after the loop will be executed. So this will case return 0. So this is the happening with this particularly do while loop. Okay, and this is the output of our program. Okay, let us see the next. This is a particularly a next statement, a very important statement that is called as a for loop. This is a for loop, very important because it is very popular loop in C. See here, Very important. A for loop is a repetition control structure that allows you efficiently to write the loop which will need and execute a specific number of times. See here the syntax, that is for, that there is given initialization. Just we can get an initialization. The next is a condition, and next is increment. As we know that every looping statement will have different 4 things. What is that? First is the initialization, second is the condition, third is the body of the loop, and lastly it is a increment. So these 4, all of these steps are involved in this for loop. Very important, that is the for loop, because for loop will give exactly the 4 things, 4 different statements in the looping, 4 different steps in the looping. What is that? First, initialization. Second, the condition will be tested. Third, the body of the loop, that is the statements involved inside the body of the loop, will be executed. And at the last, increment or decrement, whatever it will be get. Increment or decrement. Decrement in the sense minus. See here, will be executed. So this is very important. For is a keyword. Okay. Let us see at the right hand side, there is a particularly a given here the flow chart. The initialization will be done here, then condition will be tested. If this condition is getting true, you will come towards the true part, that is the code block, whatever the statement, one statement or number of statements will be executed. And then the next is a increment. So that this is the increment here. And you will again come towards the condition. The condition will be tested. Then if the condition is true, then again code block, that is the statements written inside the curly brace, will be executed. Then again increment will be done. Again you will come to the condition. This will be done up to that condition will become false. Then and then, if your condition will become false, you will come towards the next part of the statement, that is the whatever next statement written after your for loop will be get executed. So this is the happening and execution of the for loop. Okay, let us see the next, that is how the for loop will work. Very important. This slide is very important. Here is the flow of control for the for loop. How the for loop will be executed. Let us see. Initialization, that is the init step, is executed first and only once. This step will allows you to declare and initialize any loop control variable. You are not required to put a statement here as long as the semicolon will get appear. Here you just see how it will happen. For loop, that is for is a will be done first. Second condition, that is after semicolon, there is another semicolon, then increment. And in the curly brace, there is a statements, that is, you can say, body of the loop. So this is the body of the loop get executed. Now, which is next? That is the next. The condition will be evaluated. The condition will be evaluated here. If it is true, then the body of the loop is executed. What is that? Body of the loop executed if the condition will be get true. then and then body of the loop will be executed. If it is false, if this condition is getting false, the body of the loop does not execute and the flow of control will jump to the next statement just after the for loop. So just after the for loop, it will get executed. Now, after the body of the loop executed, the flow of control will jump back to the increment statement. So flow of control will be again jump to the next, that is the increment statements. So there may be an increment or there may be a decrement statement. So this statement allows you to update any loop control variables. This statement can be left blank as long as semicolon appears after the condition. The condition is now evaluated again. Now again the condition will be tested. If it is true, the loop of the body of the loop will be get executed and the process will repeat itself. The body of the loop then increment again step and then again the condition. So this will be done after the condition will become false. You will terminate the for loop or you will come out of the loop. If this condition will be getting false, then and then you will come out of this loop and whatever the next statement written here, that will be executed. Okay, so this is very important thing here. For the for loop, you can say all the different steps involved in looping process that is given in the for loop. So this is very important and this is very popular loop in C language, or even this loop statement is executed and this loop statement is used in number of languages like C, C++, C#, Java, in PHP, where there is a statement. So all of these statements, if statement, if else statement, if else, nested if else ladder, switch statement, then while loop, do while loop, and for loop. These all statements are very important for every of these number of languages like C, C++, C#, Java, PHP. All these languages, even though it can be used in Python also. So this is very important to understand here the different looping statements, that is while loop, do while loop, and this is the last, that is the for loop. Let us see the example. What is this? Let us see example. Here is the example. You can say include stdio.eh, include conio.eh. These are the normal statement with the hash sign, that is the preprocessor. You can give here preprocessor. There is a main statement, and here integer a is initialized, but the value is not given. Integer a is given here, only a is declared. Now for loop will be executed. What is that? For a is equal to 10, for a is equal to 10 and a is less than 20, this is the condition. Last increment, this is initialization. So initial value of a is given 10. This is not out of this loop, this is inside a loop. In while and do while, the initialization is done at the out of the loop, but here it is not done. In the for loop itself will be get initialized the value of a. So the value of a is given 10. Now the condition will be tested. 10 is less than 20. Yes, 10 is less than 20. What is that? If a is less than 20, then printf statement will be executed. Condition is true here. Condition is true here. So the value of A is %D. Whatever A value will be 10. First value of A is 10. Now again A is incremented with 1. 10 is now 11. 10 is now 11. 11 is less than 10. 11 is less than 20. Yes, true. So the new value of A will be 12. Now this will be incremented. Now this will be 12. And what will be happen? A is less than 20. 12 is less than 20. Yes, true. So the value of A will be 13. This will be tested. This will be again executed and it will get printed like this one: 10, then 11, then 12, then 13, whatever. Okay, 11 will be printed, 12 will be printed, 13 will be printed. Now next, A will be 13. A is less than 20. Yes, 13 is less than 20. The value of A will be get printed. What is that? So 13 will be get printed. Then the value of A will be incremented, that is 14. Now 14 will be less than 20. Yes, the value of A will be 14. Now again the particularly tested. 14 is less than 20. Yes. Now whatever 14 will be get executed and printed. Then A is incremented, that is 15. Okay, 15. Now the value of A will be printed here, 15. Now 15 is incremented plus 1, that is 16. 16 will be printed here, 16. This will be happened, you can say here. Okay, so this will be happened with up to 19. Up to 19. A is incremented. This is up to 19. 19 is printed. Then again, if A is 19, 19 is less than 20. Yes, true. This will be printed. Again, A is incremented. So this will be 20. But this will be tested. 20 is less than 20. No, it will become false and you will come out of this loop. And 20 is not given here. 20 is not in the answer. 20 is not in the output. So that is your particularly for loop, which will be executed like this one. Okay, getting this? Okay. Thank you very much. I can just stop the sharing and you can start your videos. Now you can start your videos. Start your videos. All of the students start your videos. Rajbala has started. Dhanasri has started.
एक्सक्यूज मी सर.
Yes.
सर म्हणजे लिंक आधी देत जावा की, म्हणजे आता 10ला लेक्चर असेल तर तुम्ही थोडं आधी पाठवताय ना, मग ते लक्षात नाही येत, म्हणजे नेट वगैरे ऑफ असते, मग लेक्चर मिस झालं ना परवा तसं.
नाही, त्यासाठी तर लेक्चर आपलं मंगळवारी असतेच ना, त्यामुळे तर एवढ्या फास्ट दिलेलं असते. दरवेळेला लिंक तयार करून पाठवणे वगैरे ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टी कराव्या लागतात ना. त्यामुळं लिंक ही 10 वाजताच दिली जाणार, 10च्या अगोदर 5-7 मिनिटं. फक्त लेक्चर लक्षात ठेवायचं, आपलं 10 ते 10:30 पर्यंत आपलं लेक्चर असणार आहे या पद्धतीनं.